Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War, Tower of Doom. So of course campaign 19, week 3, day 1. So today, main focus will definitely be Tower of Doom. That is the main thing we got going on this week. We got ourselves a shiny new weapon, which I haven't actually had the chance to test yet, though we already know how it's going to pan out. It's just going to be like all the other ones that do the same thing, just for blue instead of other colors. So we already know it's going to be really good, of course. More so a matter of just using it and see what we can do with other blue troops. Anyways, hello Bill Warhammer, hello Mr. Z, hello Bill, hello Isabel, hello Mark, hello Ricardo, hello Genki, hello 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 Shusha Ninja, hello Cookie, hello Bill, hello Enforcer, hello Stacy, hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so where should we even start? I guess with Tower of Doom itself. Just get yourself a nice shiny blue team of the Stellarex variety. Because of course. Let's see. Actually, for the really early fights, I should probably change the order of this team. This team would actually want to run an AoE in first slot, regardless if we have Stellarex or not. So otherwise it'd be like Truffle or something. However, yeah, we do actually want to lead AoE here, because they're going to be weak enough that they actually just insta-die. So, let's start with that. It's going to be the same team, just slightly different order. Though, of course, we have to use the weapon regardless, so boom. There we go. The team has been adjusted. Also, thank you, Chad, for the continued support. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Thanks a ton. So, hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so, what do I need to do here? Anything? Anything? Don't think so. I just moved it by 1, which should be all the fixing we need. Doom Corsac has to be used, because it gives us double points. And then the rest of the team is pretty as standard as it gets. Double Talk Shaka. But if we don't have Stellarex, we could put a Truffle there or something else. This will be quicker. So rather ironically, Truffle would be quicker for the first few fights, so I can't be bothered to go switch it in. As he does have an overall lower mana requirement. So I guess it would be a little bit harder to feed via Stellarex specifically. I mean, via Takshaka specifically. As the color you get from Takshaka is relatively random, which benefits heavily from a troop that uses every color. Which actually one of the reasons why Takshaka into 6-colored thing is even so strong. Because Stellarex in theory should be a really random mana accumulator, but if you're using 6 colors, all that randomness goes away. It's actually the strongest thing that makes Takshaka, like, ridiculous right now is not necessarily the ability itself, but the fact that, why is this one question mark? Wait, what? What happened? Wait, does anyone know what 2 is? Oh, 2 is nothing. Okay, never mind, don't do 2. Never mind. Alright, we'll take this one then. I was about to go say something, I already forgot what it was. Alright, I'll take this one over here. Chat. Also, thanks again, it's greatly appreciated. Also, that one PC I was gonna get, apparently I'm not going to get it now. I was looking into the company behind it and a few of the other parts and everything, and I'm like, I'm probably not gonna bother. So I'm gonna look for a PC again. I do want to sort that out ideally next month. There's a couple things I want to sort next month, and finding PC build is definitely one of them. I just have no clue how to do it. I haven't bought a PC, and actually, technically I've never bought a proper PC. I would say it's been 20 years, but I didn't even buy that one back then. So I technically never have, only laptops. But yeah, I'm still back on the hunt. I don't want to have to build it myself. I'd rather get one pre-built, even if it's like 10-20% more. Well, maybe not 20% more, but if it's like 10-ish% more or so. Check the weekly post again. They added PvP changes notes. Wait, did they? Oh, I must have read them before they added it, or I was really blind. Or both. What was the PvP change? if it ever wants to load. Hello? Hello? There it goes. Oh, I didn't see the two swords thing. Oh, wait, yeah, I didn't see any of this. Hold up. They had to have added this. There's no way this was here earlier. I know 100% there was not that much text at the bottom of the screen. They definitely added this. This was not here the second we were initially on this page. But anyways, the two swords are in drop table, but apparently PvP changes. Yeah, let me go check this. We have a couple of PvP changes coming out this week. Alliance balance. We are now increasing the skill point bonus for alliances with 0 and 1 Citadel. Okay, so they're buffing everything that isn't Dark Alliance, essentially. As it does currently, these apply to the attackers only. Okay, so we actually don't have to deal with higher stats everywhere else. I wasn't sure if that was or wasn't the case because 20% stats is kind of hard to tell. But no, this is only for attack only, so all the battles we have to do aren't 40% higher. It's only the attacker that gains the bonus. We have an additional change coming in the next update to try to further aid these alliances, and may test applying them to Defender. Oh, don't do that. That would make it take forever. This is just one small change to Alliance. It is not intended to be the fix to the Alliance balancing. Alright, so they're basically just trying to fix the, well, small fix towards fixing the fact that Dark Alliance is the only alliance that exists. The reason for this change is to make it a little easier for members of smaller alliances to win battles against the top alliances. We will be watching how this changes and goes, and making further tweaks as necessary, as well as continuing to look into the overall alliance membership and balancing. Stellarex and Wand of Stars. Oh, okay, here we go. Huge. What are they doing to them? We are aware of the ongoing concerns about the strength of Stellarex and Wand of Stars, aka the entire game right now. While we are looking into addressing this, we will be temporarily replacing Stellarex and Wand of Stars. Oh, it's time to farm PvP! That's really funny. That's really funny that they're both being replaced with their predecessor. Prismatic Orb is a very old meta. It was the OG 6-color troop, by the way. It technically was a weapon. But this was the first thing in the entire game, even before that other prismatic weapon, to ever exist. This was the first ever 6-color weapon, or even 6-color anything that was player-owned. And obviously Diamantina is Diamantina. Anyways, this is to help reduce some of the frustration. Okay, well that's free. Alright, well time to farm PvP. If you ever wanted to farm PvP, it's basically free now. Assuming you have Stellarex. So even without it, you just don't have to deal with Stellarex anymore. Or Wand. For the next, who knows how long. But yeah, it does look like they're going to be adjusting those troops. In some degree. Interesting to see how. I'm actually more concerned about Wand of Stars than I am Stellarex. Stellarex can get nerfed into the ground and it'll still be used. Wand, that's not the case. If Wand gets nerfed hard enough, it doesn't exist anymore. Stellarex can be cut in half and will still get used. It is that strong. Like, Stellarex with half its power still beats out Diamantina. Not for one-shot range, like one cast damage. Because even when it first came out, Diamantina still had higher one-cast damage, where Stellarex had lower. But the extra turn potential that it has on top of its value is what normally does it. And the high mana accumulation just overall, where you not only gain all your mana back, but even allies below you gain mana. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that pans out. What am I doing here for? I already did it. Move on then. But yeah, for any of you wondering if they were going to nerf Stellarex as soon as you get it, the answer is yes if you're getting Stellarex in the next month. I don't know, we'll see what they do with it. It could be a non-nerf, though I doubt it. Is that probably the longest something this strong has ever been in the game without it getting nerfed? I'm surprised they're just now addressing it. I personally feel like they should have done it long ago, so it wasn't that broken for as long. Like, they should have done that within, like, the first month. I wouldn't say it's too late to do it now, but this is definitely the longest they ever waited. I can't see a world where Stellarex is not useful, though. Like, any change they make to it, it's still going to be viable. And that's laying there for everything it does simultaneously. Because if it still has the damage without having the spell, or, you know, the mana accumulation, it'll still get used. If it still has the mana accumulation without the damage, or, you know, without most of the damage, it'll still get used. It's only if both of them get nerfed absurdly hard, like creating, like, 2 stars and doing half as much damage, then it's not going to get used. But it would have to... Basically, if they just revert Stellarex back to how he was, pre-buff, he would still be just as used as he is now. The only reason he didn't seem as used then was because a lot of people just didn't own him yet, because he wasn't out that long. It wasn't necessarily because he was weak. Do we actually have Guild War next week? No. I am pretty certain we don't. They haven't coded it yet, so there is no Guild War to have. But the only reason it's like that is so the game doesn't implode on itself. Oh no, well that's their statement on it. So it does look like some adjustment's gonna be made. Only time will tell what it ultimately is. That's gonna be weird though, because let's assume next PvP update we get those absurdly annoying 75% reduction troops. Stellarex is actually dead content after they release. It's gonna be in Rage meta. It'll still be good everywhere else, like what we're doing right now, obviously. But, yeah, just that coming out alone will be enough to make Stellarex not used in PvP. Even before they do any kind of nerf or anything. Which means he's about to get double nerfed, which has happened to a lot of things in the past and made them useless. Where they got, like, double or triple nerfed. So, for example, like, directly and indirectly. For example, Famine, way back in the day. Double Famine, triple Famine kind of teams. He got nerfed to lose his Jinx trait, which was really useful for actually reducing down mana surges back when that was actually used to get a lot of mana back in the day, compared to now where it's really not that needed compared to other mana accumulation methods. But it also got a higher mana cost. I believe it got a slight damage reduction or something. But he then got nerfed again indirectly when they added like immune to silence, like a few months later. And it just made him completely pointless by that point. And I feel like the same is going to happen with Stellarex, where they're going to nerf it into the ground, but then also nerf it because the new troop that's going to be coming out soon. So in the PvP sense, he's probably going to be completely unusable. But in other locations, he's probably still going to be viable. Like what we're doing right now, you'd probably still be using a Stellarex if you have it. But if you don't, other things wouldn't be that big of a damage decrease. Like using Truffle there would be a lot less of a damage decrease compared to how much it is now. Yeah, gold marks, we don't know what they are. I keep calling them platinum marks. But that's likely what you'll use to get the new troops. What else it'll be used for, we don't really know. But there's like really strong Guardian troop thingies that are from the 4 battles that you do for alliances. Actually, which reminds me, we need to do those battles today. Or technically 5 of them. Well, technically 6, because I like doing the extra one. But, yeah, those troops that you see in that battle as your 5th fight, those are likely going to be player-owned. If they're going to be as strong as they are is still in question. We don't know that. But they will be player-owned at some point. Oh, hello, Mod Mark! Welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. I'm not sure if I ever asked you, Mod Mark, are you going to be playing Brighter Shores? It's made by the original developer of RuneScape. Let's see. Not sure if you looked into it any. I've been meaning to cover a video on it for a while now. I'm just really bad at making an edited video, and I definitely would too for that. I kind of want to make like a summary video on everything. Like a very brief history on the dev and just going over some things I haven't really seen mentioned in any video. There's almost no one making content on the game, which is really surprising. Like everyone, like every big channel made one singular video when it was announced. And now there's like almost no one making anything on it. It's kind of gone under the radar for months now. But it's coming out in a couple months. They haven't announced the beta yet. I'm 100% sure they'll do it when I'm away, though. Hopefully the actual beta date will be when I'm around. It's likely releasing in August or September. What am I doing here? 10. We did 5. We did 4. Actually, I didn't do 5. Wait, which one did I just do? I did 5. I don't know. I guess we'll take some power. I've actually been skipping power a lot of times recently. But yeah, I'll still take some power. Alright, let's see. It seems quite claustrophobic. Honestly, I don't mind it. I actually like the little room kind of concept. You know what it reminds me a lot of, as far as a recent game we've played? Animal Crossing New Horizons house system was actually set up in the exact same way. Maybe not the exact same way, but where it was set up in to be like a lot of very, very small rooms. But I don't really mind it as much. Especially if it gets rid of all load time by having it like that. Unless you're doing like a big teleport like halfway across the map or something. But a system like that likely gets rid of any load time between areas. Which is probably the intent of it. Alright, we got 2 and we got 4. So hello, Miss Insane Witch. Welcome, welcome. He's got Champion of Guard and an event chest? Nice! Yeah, he's great to have for weeks like this. +1 to all stats to your entire team when you're using a team like this. Really useful. Really useful for Sword's Edge event, like Underspire this week. As well. So whenever you have like a Sword's Edge PvP restriction or similar, it's really good for that. Because honestly, Sword's Edge doesn't have much beyond this weapon. It's basically this weapon, Champion Vanu, and like Queen Jezebel and or the 50% mana star troop. There really isn't much here in Sword's Edge. It's a pretty dated kingdom. Also, hello Tyrion, welcome, welcome. Well, a lot of troops that are just as dated. It's definitely one of those that could use a complete kingdom overhaul. There's like 2/3 of the troops from Sword's Edge are really, really like early day troops. And they then got a new wave of multiple troops that all were basically like scaled for tutorial. So now it has some troops that are even weaker than like Broken Spire, which is set up to be the first kingdom you ever are introduced to, and for that reason, they had to be somewhat weak. Yeah, Sword's Edge is basically the new Broken Spire with how many weak things it already had, combined with how many weak things they've added to it in recent years. It might actually be the weakest kingdom if you ignore every legend and mythic. If you just look at the epic and below, I think it might be the weakest kingdom in the entire game. If you just look at epic and below troops. Yeah, hello Tyrion and Bill. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Yeah, my schedule today was not good. I feel like I got so little done today. Plus the video for everything was out so late. It's what happens a lot of times where I go and like, I'm gonna go record the video tonight, and then I oversleep and it's like, oh wait, now my whole schedule is shifted. And then I get everything done at like such a glacial pace. And then it's like, oh, the day's already over and I did nothing. One of those days. I feel like it happens at least one Monday every month. No Raven. They didn't actually mention on stream yet, though I'm pretty sure you guys know by now. But, yeah, this Saturday we'll be going on a week-long trip. So Friday's the last live stream we're doing this week. Just a heads up. So we will be doing 2 live streams on Friday. We'll be doing Power World, both single player and probably co-op. We'll probably start single player and then shift to co-op. And then we'll also be obviously doing Gyms of War to finish out that night. And I'll be gone for about a week. Not gonna happen next Monday. Yeah, we won't be around next Monday. I will be covering the next Monday video this Saturday. So if anything happens on the day of, we won't know about it, of course. I'll be able to go over everything else. So we still will have a Monday video next week. It's just going to be uploaded on Saturday. Which, honestly, maybe I'll schedule it to come out later. I'm not sure. But if it's already done, I might as well just post it. It's just going to feel weird posting it 2 days before it's relevant. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I pre-record it and have it upload on Monday? Like, literally the second it hits Monday reset time? Like 3 a.m.? Or, you know, the exact Gems of War reset time? Or should we upload it on Saturday and just leave it there? Because it's going to be 2 days where it's a completely irrelevant video to some degree. Let's see. 4 and 2. Oh, hello, Ricardo. If I didn't say hi, welcome, welcome. Oh, hello, Sani. Welcome, welcome. And as Sani mentions, definitely feel free to like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Will I try Emberclaw and PvP Elemental Citadel Wars today? Sure, why not? I don't see why not. As long as the other area isn't even freer. Yeah, we could try like 3 of him with something else. I'm trying to think, what's an Elemental that's synergized really good with him? I think that's the one category we didn't actually mess with yet. I guess maybe Mistralis would work pretty good. You would want to have something with extra turn and or mana accumulation potential. But it has to be like damage mana accumulation, not like Sycorax or whatever his name is. Like that would be loop potential, but it wouldn't really give you damage. So we're almost done with Doom Event already. Keep forgetting how quick these go. Doom Event is actually the easiest event in the entire game to finish if your guild is organized. If you actually have people to call out every single section, it requires the least amount of points of any game mode in the entire game to fully complete. Out of any of the weekly events. That's only if your guild has scouted and gotten all the info, though. But if you have, it requires the fewest amount of fights of any mode. Because it was scaled in mind of people not doing that. So it was a scaled assuming you might just take all of them or something similar. It's not actually scaled for having a really coordinated guild that actually scouts everything. Which I feel like half the guilds are... Oh no, I've never really done a poll for it. Do your guys' guilds always scout everything for these game modes? Or do you just do like random rooms? Because I'm pretty sure most guilds scout. Even if it's not scouting the whole thing, I'm pretty sure most do, though I could be wrong. Because that's ideally how you play this mode. Share information where the better rooms are, so you don't have to take all of them. Because that's the reason why this mode is so easy. Because it was scaled around not scouting for the guilds that choose not to. So if you do scout, you get it done very easily. Oh, a heroism, nice. I think it's our first one this week. Heroism is definitely the best one to find. Use a map in Discord. We go all out with it. We just post it into chat in game. Personally, it's just easier that way. I think we do have it posted to our Discord. But I always found it easiest just to check the one in game. As we are doing right now. If you wonder why we keep checking. All those random numbers is our denotation system for the for this mode. Might look like a bunch of gibberish mess. But it is actually a coherent system for denoting what all rooms are. You might not like it, but it is. Does what it needs to do. Lester is the scouter in the guild? Is he really? Or is that just a joke? Let's see. Take this one. I keep forgetting. Is Lester actually in your guild? I think I've heard that before, but I keep forgetting that's actually the case. Yeah, I know it's in the Discord as well. I'm just saying it's easier to use here. No, we all know Isabel's basically the leader of our guild. She basically runs the Discord, as well as the Puzzle Quest 3 thing if she's still doing it. Now that guild is truly, truly hers at this point. Because I only helped to get to first place the first year. And then I've like basically barely touched it since. That's essentially her guild at this point. Let's see. We took 2, we took 4. We're about to take 4. That's not a 4. Nope, unless you let me change its name. Oh no, I like it staying Dragon's Peak though. It just fits. You're allowed to canonically in guild refer to it however you wish. But oh no, I like having a Dragon's Peak in the other game. Yeah, Izzy and Azala, honestly, this guild would be in shambles if it wasn't for those two. Like, they probably do 90% of what running this guild does these days. If not more. 2, 4, and 3. I know, I kind of stopped running the guild ever since, like, we lost half the guild. Like, back in 2018 or 2019. I forget exactly what happened or how it happened or what on earth happened. But we lost, like, half our guild miraculously one day. And ever since then, it's basically been ran by Isabel and Azala. And they've been doing a great job. That's happened to quite a few guilds, though. Happened to Intrim, most notably, in recent times. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if their guild is still half a guild right now. I'm not sure exactly what happened to them. It's basically the same thing I assumed that happened to us. So, hello, Haley. Welcome, welcome. Or basically, as the guild started going down, like, half the guild ended up leaving and either making their own guild or whatever they did. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened to Intrim. We go check, like, Intrim over here. The only problem is they haven't recovered from it. We kind of bounced back near immediately. But Intrim, they haven't at all. Wait, are they even in the leaderboard anymore? Where are they? Wait, did they change the name of the guild now? Or did they just fall that far? Wait, where's Intrim? I'm so confused. Which one of these is Intrim? They should still be in top cut. I'm so confused. What's the name of Intrim's guild now? Well, if they are still in top 25, it can't be... Oh, yeah, it also happened to Anonymous. They used to be top 1. Yeah, Intrim and Anonymous. Both used to be #1 guild in the game. And they had the same thing happen to them where they lost, like, half their guild. The difference is they haven't really rebuilt. But yeah, does anyone know what did Intrim rename to? Apparently, they might have restructured finally. But under a new name. Unless they fell that far. Though I highly doubt it. I don't think they were called that. They definitely had more trophies than that. But yeah, does anyone know what Intrim is called now? Or are they still called Intrim and they just fell a lot more than I thought they did? I'm kind of sworn they had more trophies than 15 million. Yeah, all these have restructured, so... Yeah, I'm not sure. Does anyone know what Intrim now is? I'm pretty sure it's still one of these. I don't think they could have fallen that hard. Just not sure which one it is. It definitely looks like they got all their members back, which is good. But it looks like they also might have changed their name and fully restructured them. Interesting. Anonymous hasn't yet. But apparently Interim did. Interesting. Anyways, we're done. Tower of Doom. Oh, we're done with Tower of Doom. That was why we're off a different screen. I see. Alright, well, before I forget to go do it, let's go do Summer Event. We're actually at the final reward, so let's go get it. The only unique reward we need now is the Golden Sandcastle. And then all excess points will go towards a Orb of Power. He'd notice the guild name change as well as I read chat. Wait, did someone actually mention it in chat and I didn't see it? That sounds on brand. Does anyone know what Interim renamed to? Because they had to have renamed. There's no way to drop to that many trophies. They would have to have earned negative trophies, which is impossible in the current state of the game. 30 minutes later? Wait, when? Wait, when was it posted in chat? I don't see it. I'm so confused. Or do you mean they literally changed their name 30 minutes ago? That's absurdly recent, if so. Oh, you mean they did it within the last week or two? Well, which one are they now? Because I can't tell which one they are. But they're definitely still there. Because I think they had like 20-something million. Oh, easy could have changed the name several minutes ago and I would have never noticed. Honestly, for Puzzle Quest 3, I would never notice. For the main guild, I would probably notice. Although I think you have to contact support to go do that. And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't change it for anyone who isn't the guild leader. Though she is technically the guild leader of Puzzle Quest 3 guild. Actually, that's kind of funny. If we make a guild, I'm not sure if they're going to have a guild system in Brighter Shores. But we're probably going to have to call it Dragon's Peak, aren't we? Just to keep up with tradition of the 10-year-long Dragon's Peak that we have in Gems of War. I think we have to do it. I'm not sure if they're going to have such a system, though, especially at launch. Let's see. So there's Glory over there. Daily adventure board. Just a handful of gems. No objective to go do them all, so we'll just take the handful of gems. Why have you never bothered adjusting your guild war name or your guild name thing on Xbox? They have no in-game way of doing it, I don't believe. I believe they do in Puzzle Quest 3, but not in Gems of War. I believe you still have to contact support in order to change it. I don't believe there's a manual in-game way to change it these days, unless they added in the patch and just completely forgot about it because it's such a minor feature. I know they allowed you to change your in-game name now in Gems of War. Because there were so many support tickets in the past about people wanting to change their name that they actually added an in-game feature to do it so they didn't have to have any support tickets about it anymore. Because they must have been swamped with a lot of them or something. Like maybe dozens a week. But now there's an in-game feature. The first change is free. Any change beyond that I think is 100 gems or something. Something pretty reasonable. I haven't bothered changing it. I still have the free name change. Actually, we still have one of the OG redeem codes or invite codes. We have one of those invite codes that has no extra numbers or letters beyond it, or an underscore or anything. It's actually just simply our name. Not only would you have to have been the first back in the day to have had that name, otherwise you would have had underscore and then 1, underscore 2, so on and so forth. So having one like that not only meant you were the first person ever in the game's history to have that name, but it also means you created your account like 7+ years ago. Because pretty early on in the game cycle, they ended up making it so all of them were unique. Yeah, it might be 200 gems, that sounds correct. But yeah, we still have one of the OG invite codes of just our name. A 5-letter long invite code with no extra anything. And of course, it's a name that we've never changed. And we're also the first one to ever have the name. So it doesn't have an extra number or anything behind it. Yeah, those are really rare to see these days. Alright, let's go get our golden sandcastle. There we go. We have officially completed this event. Though, of course, we will still be working on a power orb. For the cost of about 150 more gems, we should be getting a power orb, so pretty free. I'll be doing that over the course of the week. Alright. Gotta go get our glory and PvP, which we're gonna do anyways. What other things do we have? I guess dungeon. Under Spire, obviously I'll just buy the torches. We're not doing any battles yet. It is Sword's Edge restriction, but all you're gonna have to do for that is just use the weapon. The doomed polearm is gonna be enough to carry the whole thing. So it honestly shouldn't be that bad. The polearm is enough to hard carry. Alright, let's go clear our dungeon real quick. Come on, top 3. Top 3, top 3, top... Oh, boo. Weakness trap. And freeze. Could be worse. Yeah, we do need to go to Citadels. I'm just doing all the PvP at once. So yeah, that new change will actually help everyone else that isn't us. If you're not in Dark Alliance, you now get 40% stats this week instead of 20%. They technically gave more to people who only have 1 Citadel as well. However, that's irrelevant because Dark Alliance is the only one with more than 1. So that means every place, or every guild that isn't Dark Alliance has 40% extra PvP stats going forward. That's a lot of extra PvP stats. The only problem with this now is they buffed it so much that I would almost say it's better to not be in Dark Alliance now. But of course, we'll still stay in Dark Alliance as they're still adjusting things. But I feel like that change alone, because it's basically, what do you want? Do you want to spend an extra like half an hour every week to earn about like 50-ish gold marks? Or do you want 40% more stats, which makes it so you don't have to do that half an hour, and any PvP that you do takes less time? Which means if you're able to go get leaderboard quicker, you're getting even more gold marks. Because if you were going to not go for leaderboard, and then decide because you have the extra stats that you are going to go for leaderboard, you are getting more gold marks than people in Dark Alliance. Because you'll be getting the 90, whereas Dark Alliance would be getting something like 60-ish, 70-ish, whatever it is. So I would say as of today, it is actually more beneficial to not be in Dark Alliance. But more changes are coming. But if it's more changes in favor of not Dark Alliance, then it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. It's only going to be active after reset, but reset already happened though. I guess it might be next week then? Because reset already happened. Reset was like over several hours ago. It was like 17 hours ago. I have no way of knowing though. I'm not in an alliance that isn't Dark Alliance. Oh, you mean tomorrow? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no way of actually knowing. Since we can't actually see it in game. I believe we've done everything but PvP now. Alright, let's go get our battles in. We have either Elemental, which some people were saying to go do, or Glacial Peaks. Yeah, we'll go do Elemental. I'll go do Elemental with the new beer. Might as well. It's the first opportunity we've really had to do so in an event like this. So I don't see why not. Do we have any 6-color option that isn't Wand? Honestly, I might just go Wand. Wand is really good synergy. Yeah, I'm just going to go Wand. I guess I could offset 1 damage source if I wanted to, like Mistralis. Which I was considering. But to stick with Elemental Beer, I think we're going all in into Wand into Triple Beer. Oh, so I keep calling him Bear. He's called like Emberclaw or something. Let's just call him Bear. But he doesn't have Bear anywhere in his name, so you can't actually search for him using the term Bear. Also, ironically, setting yellow is not good with him. Main reason for this is because of how elemental stars work and what manas you get for it. So I think I'm gonna go Sun Spear. It's probably better to go like elementals or something. Or we're gonna go Sun Spear for this. That is a route we could go. Mirage Queen into elementals. It's actually somewhat tempting. But then we get less Emberclaw value. It's worth considering. You replace one of the Emberclaws for Mirage Queen, and then run Elementals Hero Class. I don't think it's gonna be needed though. But it is a route you can go. Oh, he's got stunned. That's really bad. This team has... Actually, it does have counterplay to stun. Never mind. That's what Wand is for. Also, our extra turn rate is going to be really high. This is going to be a bit biased because of potion gems. This guy's extra turn rate is way lower than it actually will appear right now. The only reason it's so high right now is because of potion gems, and no other reason. Because this guy would normally have a way lower extra turn rate. The potion gems are going to be making it absurdly high. At some point we'll get a turn. Hey, a turn. It'd be great if he didn't have a resummoned weapon. Oh, there we go. Gosh, potion gems are strong. It's definitely the strongest gem out of like any one gem you could put onto the board. I still feel like the Storm places way too many on the board, personally. Hey, Mirage Queen build. Hey, they're using the new blue weapon. That's actually pretty quick to be using it now already. Yep, they're already using it for their build. This is a perfectly fine way to build around. You can definitely build your entire team around it and it'll be perfectly fine. But we're doing that a lot for Underspire this week. I figured we'd give a chance to test the bear in his natural habitat. This will probably be the last time we'll have to really do it this week, potentially. And yeah, he's a good troop. He does what he needs to do. He's just Talk Shaka, but worse. But you can use him in different restrictions that you can't use Talk Shaka, like this one. He's also really relevant for Nexus as well. Actually, you can run this exact team in Nexus. Wand of Stars is from Nexus. So you can actually run this exact same team 1-to-1 for a Nexus restriction. And there we go, easy as that. And we'll do one more fight because why not? I'm very sure this other fight is 100% pointless and there's no point to ever doing this every single day of the 5 days you could do. But I still always do it because why not? Pretty sure this this battle is completely pointless. Oh, we still keep doing them. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Do you not have full mana? Why is this potion gem not potioning? Okay, it's very confused. I can't actually take a cast because the potion gem was stunned mid-break. So the game was very confused as to what it needed to do. Because it was queuing up the potion gem, but because it was queuing up the potion gem, I couldn't do an ability. That's interesting. I've never seen that glitch. Where the potion gem is queued up so you can't cast, but you can still take a move off the board. That's a new one. On the very long list of glitches that have not been fixed. Because that prize probably existed since potion gems have been out. Anyways. Alright, I guess we go for buff. Oh, there we go, Citadel fights have been completed. Yeah, the new bear is good. Yeah, probably existed since potion gems have existed. I just haven't used potion gems much beyond the first season that it existed. But now I use it a lot more with the new PvP system that's been around for the last month or so. But now that I talk about that, how long have we had this new system for? We started at 10 days of loyalty, so we've had this system for a little over a month now. 34 days is how long it has been. And we get the next loyalty tier tomorrow as well. We're getting closer to max loyalty. I think this will be the last loyalty tier where we don't get gold marks. I'm pretty sure every loyalty tier beyond this will start giving us gold marks then. Anyways, what we're doing? PvP. Alright, let me just go cash in our thing real quick. We'll do it for blue, I guess. Oh, do I not have a team set up for blue? I forgot. It always resets your other locations. Let me grab it from Central first. Because this team I already have set up. And I'm just going to plop it in on blue. Because, of course, it's also pure blue. Because I'm pretty sure it resets this location. It resets every location that isn't Central. Oh, no, it didn't reset it this time. Ah, does it actually remember now? Oh, that's good. But yeah, we'll grab this for our 10 magic, then we'll go head to Central for the rest of the time. Hey, we haven't had a redeem code yet. We'll do that after we finish out the buff, I guess. And then we probably camp Central PvP the rest of the time. Probably even pass our 3 Valhawks just so we can get some PvP points. As we do need to make sure we finish everything this week by Friday. As I'll likely be playing very little on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday because half my day is just going to be traveling. And Sunday because I'll be relaxing once I get back. Once I get there. Oh, the color restriction's the same. Interesting. That would explain why it's the same. Because normally, it will reset any time it changes at all. But if it's exactly identical, which is why Central Spire never changes, it saves the team. But it doesn't save the team if it changes at all. Like if yellow turns to brown, it's not going to save your team. But if it's the same color in the same location, it will. That's kind of funny. It doesn't normally happen. I wonder if the voting has been deliberately trying to keep it that way so the team gets saved. I just realized this water has an expiration date. And it's 2026. I feel like water is just water, though. Especially when it's, like, sealed like that. I guess from a technicality, they still have to put it on it. Alright, there we go. And now we'll camp central the rest of the time since we don't have a good color anywheres. These are Blood Frenzies are currently on Monster and Blackhawk. So that's a no and a super no. True, the plastic starts breaking down. Those good old microplastics that are in everything. Honestly, we're gonna find out in like 30 years from now that microplastics like killed the world. Not that we don't already know that to some degree. But there'll be like a textbooks on like the 50-year period of microplastics. And the effect on human society. It's gonna be a history lesson in 100 years. I'll catch you later, Mrs. Sandwich. Have a good night. Wait, did I not hand over redeem code yet? I need to go do that. I said I was about to and then proceeded not to. Here you guys go. Already have the copy paste ready right here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I should hand out a few extra codes before we go. Because I'm actually going to have some spears. Because Friday's technically the last stream of this month for us. So we'll have to hand out a few extra here and there. Good week to go open some Volkies then. Actually, maybe we'll do that tonight after we get our 3 Valhawks. I'll go open a ton of Volkies. I mean, not a ton, but open up some. Because that'll be a good way to go hand out our excess redeem codes. Giving one out every time we get a bigger loot in Volkies, because we're still sitting on like 300 something of them. This would be the perfect week to go do that. Valhawk! Yeah, we'll do that then. As soon as we get our 3 Valhawks, we'll head right over to Volky opening. Try to spam them a bit this week, so we can get rid of all of the rest of our codes. Because I won't be getting back until the 6th, I believe? That's the date. I won't be getting back until the 6th, and I probably won't be doing content again until the 7th. Because I believe I'm getting back really late on the 6th. By that point, I'm probably just going to head to bed. Rather than immediately start a live stream. So it'll technically be a longer than a week of us not doing anything. Because the last thing we're doing this week, our last stream this week is Friday. Our last video will be posted on Saturday, which will go over all the Monday stuff early. And then, so we're basically going to go from Friday until the following week, Sunday. So it's technically going to be 8 days of no streams. Oh no, it's still exactly 7. Never mind. What am I saying? It's exactly Saturday to Saturday of no streams. Because we're not going to be streaming this Saturday, we're not going to be streaming next Saturday. So yeah, that's 8 days. Because it's an entire week plus 1. Am I doing math wrong? Saturday? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 8. I thought so. Okay. Yeah, I was right the first time. 8 days. Because it's Saturday to Saturday, including the Saturdays themselves. So it's 8 days, not 7. How are we doing on Valhawk? Only 1? Only 1? What is this? some point we'll get a turn. Oh yeah, they haven't changed PvP yet either, did they? Apparently that doesn't take place till tomorrow. Honestly, I might even cover a little mini video on it tomorrow if it does take effect tomorrow. The easiest way to tell is do 10 PvP fights. And if we somehow see no Stellaryx or Wand, it definitely works. Because you should only take 2 fights before we see one. Found one. So you'll know instantly if it's happened yet or not. Yeah, that means get the PvP grind in then, for those couple weeks wherein it's through the downtime. Because there's gonna be some free battles, even if you don't own Stellaryx, but especially if you do. It reminds me of when they banned Dawnbringer and a few other weapons from appearing in Arena. So in Arena, you used to be able to choose any weapon you wanted. But some weapons were so broken beyond belief at one point that they actually banned them from showing up in Arena, so you never had to face them yourself. And then eventually they replace Arena so you don't even have your weapon anymore. But in that in-between time, they actually just simply banned a bunch of weapons from showing up just because they were way too broken in the game mode. And it's basically what they're doing for Stellaryx and Wand now. They're just so absurdly strong that they're basically removing them from PvP. You can still use them for PvP, but you're not going to see teams using them. Yeah, Dawnbringer broke Arena completely. Because not only did it make your team invincible, it was also really absurdly high damage rate relative to what you could normally draft. So it made your team unkillable if you got it off, and you had good damage source from it. It did everything. Like, you weren't even building a team, you were just building a bunch of stuff that fit Wand. Like, you would literally just draft yellows, even if they were the worst troop in existence, just because you got extra boost ratio off of Wand for it. This is like 2 extra damage per yellow on your team, or pure red, whatever it was. I think it's pure yellow. Or pure blue, whatever it was. I actually can't remember. It's been so long since I've really messed with Dawnbringer. Because in normal game modes these days, that amount of damage wouldn't matter. If you did like a few extra AoE damage. But in Arena, being able to do 6 extra damage to all enemies is huge. When you're dealing with numbers that are potentially single-digit numbers, and you're getting 6 extra damage just for using a pure color team. What are we doing on Valhawks? I feel like we have them all, but I'm pretty sure we're also only at 1. Yeah. Like, we should have them all by now. We just don't. What's new? Yeah, as soon as we get them, we'll go ahead to Vault Keys the rest of the stream. And we'll probably do that all week. Hopefully we can use all of our Vault Keys by then. Because I'm going to have a lot of extra redeem codes since there's going to be a whole week that we're not streaming. So might as well hand them out before we go. It also gives Jetto perfect amount of time to go get us more codes too. That'll give her a whole week. So it'll work out perfectly. What would work out even more perfect though is if we could actually get some Velhawks. It's one of those days where we just never get the drop. But hey, we can't complain too much. We finally got the Guardian Troop in Underspire. It only took a little over half a year. But it happened. Now the only problem is we have a 50-50 chance if we actually get a new one or an old one. And you know our next one's going to be an old one. We're going to get like a second Frost Giant guy. Which I'll think initially is new and then remember, oh yeah, we just got it the other month. Oh, what you're feeling, wait, what you're telling you is you will now have to talk to your family during your vacation absence? Hey, I will be too. Hey, you're gonna be seeing my dad, my grandma, Isabel, oddly enough. Not related, but we'll be seeing her in that time. We were going to last time, but she got busy. Hopefully this time she doesn't get busy.
Mana surge.
But we do plan to this time. It'll be funny because I've known Isabel for like, what, almost 8 years now? We've never actually met. But in all fairness, I've known quite a few of you for several years and haven't met. Isabel will actually be the second person we've ever met from the channel, oddly enough. Over the years. Yeah, you weren't busy, the ride was busy. Yeah, Isabel gets to spend a whole day with me, or however long we spend together, however many hours. I assume we're just going out for lunch and whatever else. I think she needs me to still get Arceus for her on her game. Which actually the sequel to that game's coming out next year as well. Probably on the Switch too. I shouldn't say sequel to the game, but it's probably going to be Pokemon's like one good series. If they somehow just manage to click copy-paste on Legends Arceus, and then just make another game like that, they're golden. They don't need to reinvent anything. Just copy-paste, put a different location, add more lore, improve everything that could have been improved, make it less glitchy, and you got yourself a game. Are they going to do that and not completely butcher it? No. I have zero confidence. But let's hope they can do it again. Because Legends Arceus was the game that got me back into Pokemon. And then after trying all the other Pokemon games again, I realized, oh, this is their best work. It doesn't get better, it just gets worse. He's planning to use you as a napkin mule? No, we're not going to steal napkins from the sawmill. Oh, yes, we are. Well, I should say I'm not stealing napkins from the sawmill. She's free to steal as many as she wants. They don't even give you that many napkins, though. Unless they have those napkin dispensers, but I'm pretty sure they just give you napkins. So you can't actually, like, take excess napkins. I think they have that by design. So that people don't overconsume napkins. You'll blame it on me. So what are you ordering at the sawmill? Or are we just gonna get one big plain pizza or something? The sound of it, we're not coming alone. Because we'll have your ride and potentially ride's friends. Because I think what I normally get there is, what, you don't want plain? What are you getting then? I don't know, what do you normally get from the sawmill? I know you probably haven't been there a while. For me, it's been about a year. Because I normally get 1 plain slice into an order of cheese fries, sometimes 2 orders of cheese fries. That and normally a pitcher of some soda. But I've been doing pretty good staying away from soda lately, but it's like one of the few occasions where I'll still get soda. That and Stewart's root beer. You can't not get a Stewart's root beer at Stewart's root beer. I think that's like a crime that you go to jail for. But no, it's really good. You can't not get the thing at the namesake of the place. It's like going to Wendy's and not getting a Frosty. You can't go to a Stewart's root beer and not get a root beer. It's like not physically allowed. You're down for whatever toppings? I don't know, mine is normally like pineapple or something. Probably the most controversial topping you could ever put on a pizza. Because normally I get plain, but if it's not plain, it's normally pineapple. Alright, we got all the things. Oh, that reminds me. You know what we can do this week? Let's see. Oh, meat toppings? I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of meat toppings lately. Like, pepperoni's like as ambitious as I get for meat topping on pizza these days. Anything else, like sausages and stuff? I've been like really anti-sausage lately for some reason. Like the last few years. I just have not cared for the taste of like any sausage I've had. I'm not sure if I'm just eating bad quality sausage or if I just hate the taste of sausage now. I just can't stand sausage. Yeah, we'll get more than one piece. Well, no, are we getting a pie with multiple... Oh, more than one pie? Okay, well, I guess that works. Yeah, my vote is on either plain or pineapple for a pie. Alright, what am I doing? I was about to go do something and I already forgot what it was. There's multiple things I was about to go do and I already forget. Obviously, one of them is do Vault Keys. There's another one I was going to go do. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to go buy the Kingdom Pass. I still haven't done that yet. Oh, yeah, I was going to buy the PvP pets. Maybe I'll even go close the screen real quick and go buy the campaign as well. Because, mine is Takshaka. I believe we have pet completion again. Mine is that Takshaka that keeps eluding us. Because we'll definitely have at least one copy of the pet, probably multiple. They eat like football players? I don't think I could eat more than 2 slices these days. Maybe back in the day, when I was in my early 20s, I could have downed like half a pie. But I feel like these days, especially with my teeth and everything, because like they're fine now, like they don't hurt or anything, but they're still like, you know, like somewhat fake teeth in a sense. Not that my teeth are fake, but you know, like more parts of it is like a, like, you know, like the fake thingy thing. So it's harder to eat like a lot of like really hard stuff. So I would probably stop at like 2 slices. Between my hunger and ability to chew that much. Anyways, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, honestly, some of those are really good. Black olives, I hate. Though, I would probably consume them if I had to. It's one of those foods I would never choose to eat, but would probably not keep me from eating something if everything else was good. Mushrooms are great. Red onion is great. This is probably the best type of onion. Zucchini on pizza? I don't think I've ever had zucchini on pizza. But mushroom and onions are fine. I just feel like they're really hit or miss. The last time I had a mushroom pizza, it was so bad. In all fairness, it was one of those Chicago places, which might have been the other reason why I hate the Chicago pizza as much. But I'm not sure why. The way that they did their mushrooms was just so off-putting. It was like way too heavy on the mushroom. It just made me hate it. It's one of those things where, like, done right, it can be pretty good. But I feel like it's not worth the risk getting it. Getting mushrooms on a pizza. Like, if I'm going to do mushrooms on a pizza, I'm just going to, like, buy some from a supermarket and then put it on myself. I don't trust a place to put a good ratio or have good quality mushrooms. In all fairness, they generally don't have good quality pineapple at most pizza places either. But if I'm just going to be putting canned pineapple on something, it's about going to be the same quality. Whereas you can normally get fresher mushrooms from a supermarket compared to fresher pineapple. Because I will never go and like cut a pineapple myself. It's always going to be like canned or something. So the quality of pineapple will be pretty similar. Whereas the quality of mushrooms that you're going to have, likely compared to a average pizza place, is probably going to be better than what they have. Whereas your quality of your pineapple is probably going to be about the same. So it's not actually going to be a decrease in quality. Which is why I put my own mushrooms on pizzas, but not my own pineapple. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, PvP things. Let's go get all the pets. I might even go buy the pass now. I might as well, just so I don't forget at any point. I need to go hide the screen though, so I didn't show a bunch of stuff. Okay, let me go get the pets. I'm like all over the place. So let's go finish pet completion. So if we go check right now, this is every pet that we are currently missing. 2 PvP pets, the current season pass pet, and the Takshaka meta troop that makes Takshaka even stronger. Unfortunately, after today, we are going to be missing only 1. However, one thing that's going to be really funny is it will actually show I have 320 out of 328 pets. So technically we do have pet completion again, even though I'm going to be missing Takshaka. As far as the game is concerned, we will have completed it, which is going to be really funny. Oh good, our leaderboards are really free this week. But anyways, let's go finish out completion then. So let me go over to PvP shop. Let me go over to pets. Let me just double check. Dragon and an octopus. Are these the 2 we're missing? A dragon and an octopus. No! Oh! Never mind, we're not done. Where's the boar? I do need the dragon. Silver Dragoon? Oh no! Hopefully this other guy rotates. I'll need to keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I already have this guy. I do need the dragon though. But yeah, I need the boar to rotate. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm still missing one. Because I actually already have this guy. Well, hopefully he rotates soon. Interesting. Alright, well I guess we won't have pet completion today, so I might as well not even do the other one then. Because we'll still have to wait at least 1 more week for this guy. This will get the second we buy the Kingdom Pass. And this guy's pure RNG whenever we get him. Unless they fix the pet system. Alright, so never mind, no pet completion. Though, you know what we can do for pets though? I have like 1 billion I need to go upgrade. So we can go upgrade the sandcastle we got. Might as well. Get them all the way max. Probably get a bunch of orbs from this. Still looking for the elusive pet orb in the major orb. See if we can finally get the drop. Max out the sword guy from the other campaign or whatever this was from. I don't remember these days. But they're from something. Oh, someone's starting to get low on food. Oh, so why is yellow always the highest number? Why? Even when we hit 0, yellow still becomes the highest. What's going on here? Every single time. Yellow just keeps skyrocketing for reasons I don't know. And a bunch of the PvP pets, which won't be upgraded that much, but better than nothing, I guess. It might give us a little bit of bonus in all these locations. It's not a lot, but they add up. They really need to go add more of these. They meant to before and then never did. Did Bill Warhammer just mention the whole price list for it? Wait, is their slices only $5.50 these days? I always thought it was more than that. Are they still actually that cheap? Like, that sounds expensive for a slice of pizza. But you have to keep in mind how gigantic it is. Yeah, $5.50 is not bad for a slice there. I thought they would have raised it a lot more than that. Yeah, it's always best to get a full pie there if you are going to, though. Because it always ensures that it's freshest. Sometimes, especially if you get like a weird one, like let's say like the vegetable one or something. Sometimes it's been sitting out for a while and they just reheat it. But if you get a whole pie, it'll always be fresh. And normally if you get plain, it's also fresh. Because most people order just plain there. Or they just use a plain as the base for the topping, so they tend to cycle through them a lot quicker. Like if you ask for like, let's say like a plane with just like pineapple on it, then they'll just use like a base of one of the planes they already have made and just put pineapple on it. They don't have a pre-made of already a pineapple one ready to go. Whereas they do for like some of the veggie ones and stuff. I don't know, it sure feels bigger than that when you're eating it. I think saying its numerical size sounds misleading compared to a normal pie slice. Because there's a lot of extra surface area on it. There's a difference between like a 9-inch slice off of an 18-inch pie, which is what a standard large normally is, compared to 27 is quite a big difference. Because of how much extra circumference you get. I don't know, I've shot the picture the other year. Maybe we'll have new pictures with Isabel. Like, it doesn't seem like that big a difference, but when you're actually eating it, it's a lot of extra pizza. I'm not sure mathematically how much extra that comes out to be. I want to say 50% compared to a standard large. And a standard large is easily going to cost you, like, what, 20 bucks for a pie these days? Like, 20-something? Unless it's some kind of place that's having a deal. I'm very sure the standard large these days, which is normally 18-inch, is 20-something bucks in modern day. It depends where you're getting it from, obviously. Unless I'm wrong on that. I don't order pizza that often. But isn't that right? Like around an 18-inch these days is like a $20-ish, give or take a few. Unless they're running some kind of sale. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Anyways, let's go run a couple Volkies. I guess I'll run just 7 for now. I meant to run more, but oh no, we've been talking so much. We're already an hour and a half in. Where'd all the time go? I feel like, similar to this entire day, I feel like we've done almost nothing to stream. Similar to this entire day so far. Yet somehow an hour and a half have elapsed. Where'd all the time go? Come back, time. Where are you running to? This is one of those days where it felt like today has been like 3 hours long so far. And there's only 3 hours left. Not sure where the other 21 hours went. Yeah, we got gem drop. That's not the big gem drop though. Time is always running into the future. Yes, the good old concept of time. Oh, we got one! Hey, extra redeem code time. Yeah, we have a lot of extra codes to hand out this month, or this week. I have like a dozen codes. So hopefully we'll be able to hand them all out before we go. But here you guys go. There's the redeem code. We got ourselves a silver! Alright, let's see if we can get one more drop in 2 keys. I highly doubt it. That's probably the last one for now. Well, let's see if we can pick something up in these last 2 keys. If so, we'll hand out another code. Yeah, we just barely snuck in a drop there. Better drop's a drop. Hey, a Volky in our Volky. Wait, we get an extra reroll then. We got one more chance, so now we have 2 more keys. I'll just keep getting Volkies over and over again. It's very unlikely. You have to get absurdly lucky. Alright, final key. Final battle for tonight. And we got a good drop, but it's not the good drop. I only give one out for bigger gem drop, not smaller gem, even though smaller gem is nice. Similar to how we handed out only for major pet orb and not for minor pet orb. Like, the drop is nice, but it's not as nice. The only downgrade loot I still give it for is silver orb, because silver orb is actually rarer than gold orb sometimes, if we're not bothering to spend money for Underspire. Anyways, guys, I think that'll wrap it up for now. We will be back tomorrow, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. We're only going to be streaming 4 more days this week, Tuesday to Friday. Friday will be our last stream, so we'll do a bunch of vault keys, hand out a bunch of extra codes, and go from there. And of course, do all the other standard dailies and everything else we have. But the week is pretty much over for the most part. Like, the biggest thing is definitely Tower of Doom. We'll probably have that finished by Wednesday. So we kind of picked a perfect week to actually leave. Because there's basically nothing happening in Gems of War this weekend. I guess the biggest thing happening tomorrow is the PvP rework, which I might cover a little video on tomorrow just to kind of recap it real quick and to show the new PvP system with the changes. But it'll probably be a pretty brief video. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.